Let's get this game started in 3, 2, 1, dive.
Okay, autonomous robots trying to score on the high coral. Red Alliance haven't got one in yet, but they've moved some algae out of the way. How's it going on the blue? Okay, drivers have control. 54.84, great work. They've just scored a 5-pointer there. Great work there from the bot builders. This is where the points are. Red Alliance have 20 points just off the high coral. Can the bot builders make it 25? 5584, IC Robotics. Yes, got to get that algae out of the way or that might not count. Good work. Okay, coral being fed over here really well. Same at the other end. They're feeding the coral to 10-131. The Royal Turtles. They've moved some algae. Haven't seen any algae in the net yet today. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 30 points here from coral. Wow. Coral is the way to go here for this Red Alliance. They are scoring whenever they can. Let's move that one out of the way. We need to get some algae up in the reef soon. How are we going? In the last minute, 55.84, going away to feed another one. They're trying to fill that reef with coral. That's where the points are. 45.37, doing some good blocking manoeuvres. Algae's not rating highly in the competition ranking points. Trying to get... It looks easy, but it's not. Trying to get the coral to the robot is a challenge. Okay, 54.84, more points. They've got all 3 levels done there. They've got some down the bottom. We're coming down. 15 seconds to go. People trying to load up on the cages. Can they get out of the water? 55.84 look like they've done it. Okay, another high-scoring game. Wins. High score, 115. 86 off coral and 61 off coral. That's where the points are.
All right, drivers behind the line in 3, 2, 1, dive!
And we're underway with match number 10. All 3 red robots and all 3 blue robots moving off that starting line. So all teams will get a ranking point. 55.84 there. Look at that, 55.84 scoring during that autonomous period. There's 3 pieces of coral by 55.84. IC Robotics up on the top of the reef. Great scoring. Meanwhile, for the Red Alliance down there, we have 55.85 for the Red Alliance and 10.002 also trying to score up there for the Red Alliance. Can they get that piece of coral on? No, it just falls off. Falls down into the center. Blue Alliance, 64.34. Wolfgang coming down to play some defense against the Red Alliance. Trying to block them from scoring and trying to load up coral from their end. Trying to make it difficult for the Red Alliance to load up with coral. Red Alliance ahead, 47.20, down to 1:25 to go. Both teams have got a robot blocking one of those coral stations. Meanwhile, the Blue Alliance are loading up. IC Robotics, 55.84. Another piece of coral up on the top. Look at the top of the reef for the Blue Alliance. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pieces of coral, that's 9. They're going to fill this up. Each one of those is worth 5 points for the Blue Alliance, scoring heavily. Down to 1 minute to go. Red Alliance, 10.002, that's bot builders. Can they get that piece of coral on up the top? Yes, they can. And they're aligned. That's 4 pieces of coral up the top level of the reef for the Red Alliance. Bot Builders trying to put another one up for the Red Alliance. Can they get on? Yes, they can. 5 scored up there. We're down to the final 30 seconds. Blue Alliance ahead, 67. We've got for the Red Alliance, 71.28. That's Accelerate. They've climbed up onto that deep cage. Blue Alliance, they've tried to go 55.84. Can they get up? IC Robotics. 2 robots have climbed. We need to get another one in there to ensure the ranking point for the Alliance. Blue Alliance have got all 3 robots home. Red Alliance have got one in. Just as the human player shoots a piece of algae in for the Red Alliance, scoring 4 points there. Red Alliance, Blue Alliance wins 104 to 60. And look at that, Blue Alliance score 5 ranking points. They get the autonomous ranking point. They get the barge ranking point.
Drivers behind the line in 3, 2, 1, dive!
And we're underway with match number 14 straight away. All 6 red robots moving off that starting line. Can anyone score in that reef during autonomous period? 47.39 for the Red Alliance. Look like they're trying to score. It looks like they've got one just in the bottom of that reef in the trench there. And the drivers take over. They are now in control. Red Alliance, 47.39. Nice work there. That was Norman Hurst Nitro moving that piece of algae out of the way so they can score. They score with that coral. 95.87 for the Blue Alliance. STEM GC were trying to move that piece of algae out of the way. Looks like they're having trouble. Blue Alliance robots here just trying to pick up some coral, get some scoring. But Red Alliance, though, look like they've got some robots that can store up the top of that reef. Red Alliance, can they get it on? They're trying to get it up there. It's just missing, and they've done it. Nice work from the Red Alliance there. They've picked up another piece of coral here. Can they get and score? That's 10.002. Bot Builders, one of our rookie teams, trying to get up onto that top of the reef. Can they get it on? It's hard just to try and line that up. They're very close, and there it is, another one up the top. Meanwhile, the Blue Alliance, they've got one up. They've just got another one, 91.47. The Jobots are scoring up the top of that reef for the Blue Alliance, trying to capture that coral as it comes down into that coral station for the Blue Alliance. Red Alliance is ahead, 49.19. We've got 50 seconds to go. Red Alliance have really packed up that reef. I can see 5 pieces of coral on that 3rd layer. There's a lot down the bottom there. They've got a couple up the top as well. Robots will start preparing for the end game. 91.47. Jobots are there for the Blue Alliance. Can they climb up? They've got that deep cage. It's in the middle of their robot, and it looks like they're going to try and grab on it and climb. Down to the final 20 seconds. Joe Robots, Joey, look at them go. They're up, they're not quite off the ground. Meanwhile, it's 10.002 Bot Builders trying to score a piece of coral there at the end for the Red Alliance. Red Alliance have got 2 robots back under the barge. Blue robots have got all 3 robots back under the barge. To the Red Alliance. Red Alliance, 73 to 25. Red Alliance picking up 4 ranking points.
Behind your lines. Let's get this game started in 3, 2, 1, dive.
And we're underway with match number 26 for the Red Alliance. All 3 robots moving there for the Blue Alliance too. And Red Alliance just dropping that piece of coral, but it looks like one has scored there for the Red Alliance during the autonomous period. Can they get one on? Blue Alliance have got one on actually. Blue Alliance, that looked like 10.002 Bot Builders scoring that upper level in the coral during the autonomous period. Blue Alliance taking a slight lead. Blue have got 2 robots. That's Bot Builders and 10.342 Lost in Translation scoring on that other upper piece of the reef. Every time they score there, it's worth 5 points. Red Alliance, 74.33. That's Iona Fusion scoring up the top. Red Alliance, 30 all, they're coming back. 65.08, Hastings Heroes loading some coral in and trying to put it up. Meanwhile, the other red robot is down the blue end of the field playing defense, blocking it, making it hard for the Blue Alliance, but the Blue Alliance have almost filled up this top level of the reef. Blue Alliance doing really well, 10.342 and 10.002, two rookie teams loading that piece of coral up. Can 10.342 get it up? Lost in translation, just trying to do it. Looks like it is. Nice work. Blue Alliance taking a lead, 54.50, and scoring another one there from the bot builders. Meanwhile, 74.33, Iona Fusion and Hastings Heroes loading up their coral, trying to catch up. They're loading up onto that third level there. Nice work, 65.08 there, loading it up. Blue Alliance, 64. Red Alliance, 74. Now, Red Alliance have taken the lead. Down to the final 30 seconds. 10.342, lost in translation for the Blue Alliance. Blue Alliance have now filled up that total upper level on the reef. 64.76. Star Squad also scoring. They've scored all those pieces of coral down the bottom. Nice work from the Blue Alliance. We're down to the final 8 seconds. This will come down to the barge. 71.28. Accelerate have climbed and they're up. I have a feeling this Red Alliance. Red Alliance 101, a Blue 71. And for the Red Alliance, they pick up 4 ranking points.
Behind the line, let's get this game started in 3, 2, 1, dive.
As the theme for Rocky plays in the background, qualification match 35 gets underway. All robots have moved off that starting line. No one has scored any coral yet in the reef. No ranking points there, but all robots moved off the line. That's 3 points each for 9 points. Robots now moving around to try and put that coral on. 58.76 for the Red Alliance. Artemis lining up. Can they get it on? It looks like it's lined up, and they do. They've scored. Meanwhile, for the Blue Alliance there, that's 91.89. Disastrous data scoring down the bottom in the trough for the Blue Alliance. Blue Alliance 60.83 overlooking, trying to also score in that trough. Can't quite get it in. Red Alliance playing some defense down on the Blue Alliance. We've got 10.437. Arc Sharks trying to block 60.83. Meanwhile, 71.13 for the Red Alliance is blocking 10.002 for the Blue Alliance. Red Alliance 58.76. Artemis being left alone, trying to pick up that coral from the station. Just dropping it, and now they can't get quite in to pick it up. We're down to the final minute to go. Blue Alliance is just ahead. 10.002. Bot builders, can they score? They're trying to get it up to the top. That algae is still in the way, so they can't score. Red Alliance still playing with 2 robots down the blue end of the field. Bot builders there, dropping that algae into the trough. We've got 5 bits of coral down the bottom there for the Blue Alliance. Blue Alliance finding it hard with both those red robots there. Artemis 58.76 have come up to the barge, and they're hanging off that short cage. Nice work from Artemis. Bot builders are also back into the barge area. Robots all getting back. Blue Alliance have got all 3 robots back. Red have got 2. Into the Blue Alliance. Blue Alliance 22. Now, 296 penalty points there.
Drivers behind your lines. Let's get this game started in 3, 2, 1, dive.
Watch the drop bears robot. They're going to have a shot straight up. In autonomous. Have they trained that robot or what? Red Alliance getting... Oh no. Going to need help to get back on their wheels. Blue Alliance. I think you're going to be called over there to help them get back on their feet. Or wheels or whatever they're using. Red Alliance, in the meantime, are scoring points because they've got 3 robots running. Oh, how can we get the drop bears back on the field? $47.29 is down there causing havoc. Emu Robotics trying to cause havoc in the Red Alliance area, while 6508 Hastings Heroes is trying to get up. We're getting a good collection of coral on the Red Alliance reef. Only 1 on the Blue Alliance, but they've only got 1 working robot and 1 blocking robot. How can you stand a robot up that's fallen over like that? $47.29. Are you going to score for us? Yes. Now, $47.29 and $47.39. Can you get the drop bears back on their wheels? Is it possible? Okay, they haven't given up over there, but the Red Alliance have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've got 6 up on the 5 points. They got some 2 points, some 3 points, some 4 points. They're going really well. Red Alliance must be in the lead, and they are. Blue Alliance, they really are. They're trying to get away from 10,002, which is a bit of a great blocker, but with only 1 robot, well, 1 robot out of action, it makes it really hard. But the Red Alliance, they're getting this whole scoring thing going. That's 20 seconds to go. The rundown, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Red wins 77-60. Blue did really well to get 60 points out of that.
Lines. Let's get this game started in 3, 2, 1, dive.
And match 43 underway. 3 red robots and all 3 blue robots leaving the line. But 69.96 there qualified, scoring up the top of the reef. But also for the Red Alliance there, looks like 64.32. Valkyries scoring for the Red Alliance. Teleop period is on. Here we go. 69.96 for the Blue Alliance. Qualified. Scoring up the top there for the Blue Alliance. Each piece of coral up the top. It's worth 5 points. For the Red Alliance, 10.552. The Dachshunds, Maze Nod Mechanics, scoring there in the lower part of the trough. 2 points for every piece of coral scored down there. 91.44 for the Blue Alliance, trying to get that coral on, and they've placed that on nicely. That's Helix. Blue Alliance have a lead, 43.19, a minute 30 to go. We've got 10.002. The Dachshunds trying to play defense, trying to block the Red Alliance. 69.96. Can't get in. They cannot get in to pick up that coral. Good defense there. Bot builders it is. It's really blocking the Blue Alliance from scoring. Qualified have got out and they've scored again. Blue Alliance are racking up those points up the top of the reef. Meanwhile, the Red Alliance, 10.552. Maze Nod Machinist scoring another piece of coral. down the bottom of the trough there. 64-32. Looks like their robot's not moving at the moment, trying to get some comms going. Valkyries, no, there they go. Can they get that robot in? Red Alliance 27, Blue 52. We're down to the final 30 seconds. We're down to the end game. Qualified, get up and climb on that deep cage. They've just got to hang up there for the final 20 seconds. 91.44 in place. Blue ready to get that ranking point if they can maintain. 64.32 and 10.5.52 for the Red Alliance. Scoring pieces of coral down the bottom of the trough. Red Alliance have parked. Blue Alliance have got all three robots back. Nice work from the Blue Alliance at the end. Alliance. Blue Alliance 58, Red Alliance 33. The Blue Alliance picking up 4 ranking points, 1 ranking point for the Red Alliance there.
Drivers behind the line in 3, 2, 1, dive!
And match 53 is underway for the Red Alliance. We've got 10-0. 0-2 trying to score that coral during the auto, but Barker Redbacks scoring 2 pieces of coral during the autonomous period. All 3 robots, in fact all 6 robots have moved during that autonomous period. Red Alliance looks like they actually scored 3 pieces of coral and Red take a lead, 26-14. For the Blue Alliance there, we've got 75-83 Embers picking up that coral, trying to score. Red Alliance look like they've got 2 robots who can score up the top of the reef, whereas Barker Redbacks are putting pieces of coral in the lower levels. Red Alliance really going to score a lot of coral in this one. That piece of coral just swinging around on the top of the reef. That counts up there as long as it doesn't get knocked off. Blue Alliance 10-3-16. The Western Blue Tongues looks like they've got some comms issue with 75-83 beached on a piece of algae there. Embers going to be difficult to get off. Blue Alliance, 2 robots disabled. It's going to be very difficult, but good teamwork there. Blue Alliance have managed to get their other robot moving. Red Alliance, 10-0-0-2, bot builders picking up that coral and trying to score it up on top of the reef. Meanwhile, Barker Redbacks quickly scoring piece of coral. It's a very quick, efficient robot, scoring on that second level. We're down to under a minute to go. Red Alliance ahead, 68-20, as they continue to put coral on. Barker Redbacks score and dislodge that piece of algae. Meanwhile, for the Blue Alliance, their robots look like they're moving, but the Blue Tongues, 10-3-16, comms are still not connecting. 73-83, trying to score. Meanwhile, the human player shoots and just misses that piece of algae for the Red Alliance. 9-1-44, that's Helix playing defense, blocking those blue robots, making it hard for them to pick up the coral. We're down to the final 20 seconds. Red Alliance ahead. Barker Redbacks trying to score that last piece of coral. Can they get on and climb? There's down 8 seconds to go. Red Alliance trying to get back in underneath the barge. They've got 2 robots in and 1 climbing. It's a win to the Red Alliance. Red Alliance 103, Blue 34. And that is another 6 ranking point match for the Red Alliance there. Red Alliance 10-0-0-2.
Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, dive!
And match 58 underway. We've got all 3 blue robots leaving the starting position, and 2 of those corals for the Blue Alliance just missing out, getting put on the reef. No ranking point there for the Blue Alliance. Red Alliance, 2 of the robots have moved off the starting line during autonomous. 10-3-42. Lost in translation, starts moving as the drivers take over. 47-29 there for the Red Alliance. Dislodging, nice work, dislodging the algae at the same time as trying to put on that coral, which they do. Emu Robotics scoring for the Blue Alliance here. We've got 10-0-0-2 bot builders trying to get that that coral on the top of the reef, and it just falls off. 59.88 for the Red Alliance. That's Robo Rebels playing defense, trying to block those blue robots, stop them from scoring. 71.63 for the Blue Alliance. AI Metal Pies look like they've got a piece of algae stuck under the robot. They are going nowhere. Their beaks, oh, they've gone. Nice work from the Metal Pies, dislodging that algae that looks like it's deflated. Red Alliance 17, Blue Alliance 23. We've got a minute 20 left. Low scoring game, so any piece of coral will be really valuable. For the Blue Alliance, Arc Sharks 10-4-37 playing defense, blocking one of those loading stations for the Red Alliance. But 47-29, Emu Robotics going in and filling up the coral, trying to get some extra points for that Red Alliance. Can they load it in? They put it on the second level. Red Alliance have got 6 pieces of coral loaded, but the Blue Alliance have got a lead, 59.88. That's Robo Rebels playing defense down there, trying to stop the robots. Here's the Metal Pies for the Blue Alliance. It's quite an effective loader there. They can pick up coral from the station. But Bot Builders for the Blue Alliance, 10-0-0-2, scoring up the top there. 5 points for every piece of coral scored up the top. Metal Pies just missing with that piece of coral. We're down to the final 20 seconds. Blue Alliance is ahead. What teams are going to climb? Bot Builders trying to get that piece of coral on right at the end to get those extra 5 points. Metal Pies have gone and parked. Arc Sharks have gone for the Blue Alliance. 59.88. Emu Robo Rebels looks like they're up, but they just let go of the Blue Alliance. Blue Alliance 49, Red Alliance 38. And 3 ranking points for the Blue Alliance, but look at that, 18 penalty points for the Blue Alliance.
Let's get this match started in 3, 2, 1, dive!
And match 66 underway. We've got all 3 red robots moving off the starting line. 2 of the blue-red robots. We have got a piece of coral scored for the Red Alliance there. 91.89, disastrous data scoring it for the Red Alliance and picking up that extra ranking point during autonomous. Drivers taking over for the Blue Alliance, 10-0-0-2. That's Bot Builders. They've been a really good robot for a rookie team. Picking up that coral. Can they get it up onto the top level? 5 points for every piece of coral up there. Lining it up. They've dropped it. It's just fallen down. It looks like Lightning Box 53-31 are playing defense down here, blocking one of those coral loading stations from the Blue Alliance from working. Red Alliance 91.89. That's disastrous data. Just loading coral into that bottom trough of the reef, along with 64.76 Supernova Star Squad. Good to see their robot up and working, picking up the coral off the ground. Not many teams are picking up coral off the ground this year. They've just fallen out. They need to pick that up and put it in the bottom of the trough. Red Alliance is just ahead. This is another low-scoring match. So all these pieces of coral, 2 points each if they go into the bottom of the trough, are going to count. 53-31 though for the Red Alliance. He's playing that defense, blocking one of those coral loading stations. Leaving alone the Red Alliance, these 2 robots down here, 91.89 and 64.76, are just slowly accumulating data, coral in the trough. Each one of them 2 points. Down underneath 50 seconds to go. It's pretty close. Blue Alliance is just ahead. Blue Alliance though have just got 2 robots, 91.46. Burnouts are getting ready into position to climb at the end. Blue Alliance is putting those coral up on the top of the reef, the 4th level. Each one of those is 5 points. There's 4 of them up there. And if you look at the low scoring match, they're going to count a lot towards the end. 20 seconds to go. Red Alliance, 64.76. Star Squad in a position to climb. 91.46 for the Blue Alliance. Burnouts look like they're ready to climb. They're off the ground. They're just touching though. Lightning bots are up. Red Alliance have got all 3 red robots back under the barge. Blue Alliance have got 2. Nice work from the Red Alliance. Blue Alliance is Red Alliance. The Red Alliance 38-33. A low scoring but exciting match there. And look at those barge points. 6 extra barge points for the Red Alliance.
Let's see who will sink or swim. 3, 2, 1, dive.
Okay, all 6 robots off the mark. They've dropped their ranking point chance. See if they can do another one. But the Red Alliance have it. All of them moved, and that robot was programmed to do that not once but twice. Okay, Blue Alliance heading for the high points. Bit of driver correction there to get it on to number 5. Red Alliance already have 2 5s. They've started to clear the algae. There's a third 5 and a 3. No, 4, sorry. Feeding system's working over there, 69.96. Qualified, 5 points. Great work. 31.32. Being fed and trying to get some on the reef. Coral on the reef is where most teams are scoring the most points. Okay, we've got a minute and a half to go, and Red Alliance are working flat out. They're leading 54-36 at the moment. Blue Alliance loading up their reef with coral. And Blue Alliance have 2 algae. Red Alliance have 1 algae in the net. These robots are great. They're scoring in many different ways, picking up the 1-002. That was pretty amazing. They picked up the coral off the ground, and they're about to score 4 points with it. Brilliant. 103.16, trying to get one up there on the Blue Alliance for 5 points in the coral on the reef. Again, 3132, trying to score 5 points. 46.97, having trouble getting fed, but 31.32 has a system that's working really well for them. And they're going for another 5 points. Okay, we're down in the last 30 seconds. I wonder what the end game is for some of these teams. Red Alliance seem much more active. 1-002 scoring a 4-pointer. 9147 about to do a 5, and 10316 has just done a 4-pointer. So they're trying to get their coral up there. We've only got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rough scores, Blue 90, Red 80. Red Alliance have won. 95-92. Wow, 3-point difference.
Behind your lines. Let's get this match started in 3, 2, 1, dive.
All 6 robots have moved, and they've begun to score down here on the red and on the Blue Alliance. Didn't even go on the trough, but we are active. Okay, after 15 seconds, it's 16-15. This could be a close one. Okay, Red Alliance going for 5. They've got some 3s. They've got a 5. There are a couple of 4s on the Blue Alliance. 9616 running some great interference. Blue Alliance clearing the algae, and they've got 4 pieces of coral up. Red Alliance have about 7, and they're going flat out. 65-10. Pimble Pride going for the good points. You've got to get them up there in the 5s. Go for the highest points you can. 64-32 is running interference down here. 47-39 lining up to go for a few points tonight. It looks like they dropped it. It's really hard to see on this field. 1-0-0-2. Looking for something to pick up and score with. 9616 out there running some great interference. 65-10 going for 5 points. Good on you, Pimble Pride. 47.88 can't control. They've got a robot in the way. So they're having trouble getting in to pick up some coral, but 65.10 has solved that problem. They're just going around and scoring as much as they can. 1, 2, 3, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will be number 9. Red Alliance coral scores are going to be pretty good. Blue Alliance ticking away, 47.39. It looks like one of the robots may have broken down and is not moving at all. 47.39, just scoring a 4-pointer. Nothing in the net yet. 17 seconds to go. We're coming to the last countdown here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Red Alliance has won. The score of 84-54, Alliance 3 go ahead. So, Red Alliance advance to the upper bracket round.
Drivers behind your lines. Let's get this match started in 3, 2, 1, dive.
Okay, all of the robots are off the mark, which is what you've got to do, and they've just failed to score. What a great plan that didn't come around. Red Alliance have scored in the trough with 2 pieces of coral. And we're waiting for the countdown. Here we go. The drivers are in charge, and it will get busy. Okay, 47.39 have received some coral. They're loaded on. SOA 10002. 71.28's running interference down that end, and 64.32 is running interference at the red end. But the Red Alliance have just landed one up in the 5-pointers. They've got 3 in the trough, 2 points each. They've got at least one. They're about to have the second one in the 5-point area. Yep. So that reef looks like it's going to fill up. There's more going in the trough down there as well. Now, Blue Alliance, you've got to clear out some of that. Get rid of those so your coral scores. There's another 4-pointer. 3 4-pointers there on the Blue Alliance, 47.39, scoring at will. 71.28 has come up to cause interference, but has got itself caught. 47.39 will continue to score. Blue Alliance have a bit of an advantage there because the interference robot from Red has got stuck. Okay, with a minute to go, 51.31 has started their climb. 64.32 is trying to run some interference. 101.31 scoring at will there on the 5-pointers. It's still 46-41, so we've got a close game. And it's 42 seconds to go. Are we looking at end games? Blue Alliance is still blocking. 7128 is stuck on some algae. 30 seconds to go. 53.31 are up, but 101.31 are scoring 5-pointers at will. 20 seconds to go. 64.32 can only do so much interference without getting a penalty. 10002 trying to score again. There's another 3-pointer. Build up a coral on each reef. Blue Alliance have won match 6. So, with Blue Alliance winning.
Lions, let's make a splash in 3, 2, 1, dive!
Into round 3, lower bracket, match 9. Both our Red and Blue Alliance are straight off the bat. The Red Alliance, that's 47.74, making an algae shot into the reef. Picking up another from their reef. They're going to try and have another one into the barge here. And on the end of the buzzer, they make that buzzer beater algae shot into the barge. The Red Alliance, 58.76. That's Artemis out here playing defense on the Blue Alliance here. leaving 47-74 and 31-32 to score uninhibited. Not for long though, here comes Valkyries 64-32 to try and play some defense against the Red Alliance, but not enough to stop the Drop Bears from making another algae shot into the red barge. 31-32, that's the Thunder Down Under making more level 4 reef shots as well. Coral is everywhere in this match. Back over to the Blue Alliance, that's 1-0-0-0-2. The Bob Builders trying to pick up some algae off the ground, getting some defense from their own team. 54-30, the Red Alliance is in the lead and building that lead with another made algae shot from the Red Alliance. The Drop Bears unstoppable from range here with that algae. 31-32, going for that level 3 coral on the red reef. A missed shot here for 47-74, cupping some hits on defense. Maybe affecting the shot. That's great defense from the Valkyries, 64-32. Back to the Blue Alliance, 58-76, trying to block a loading shot. More and more shots here. We're at 53 seconds remaining in the match. Another made algae shot from the Red Alliance. Red is up 79-38. What can the Blue Alliance do here to score some more points? It looks like the Drop Bears are about to try another algae shot. And successfully so. They are sinking shots here. 34 seconds remaining on the clock. What can they do? 30 seconds to go. It looks like our teams are going to move to the end game. The Red Alliance, the Drop Bears are trying to get onto their cage to get some climbing done. The Blue Alliance trying to make up the point deficit here. 83-54, 15 seconds remaining. Our teams are trying to climb. No one is up. We've got 31-32 in the air. 7 seconds. We have 47-39 in the air. 3 seconds remaining. The Drop Bears are off the ground. 83-54 is the score on the board. We'll wait to the Red Alliance. Red Alliance winning 113-58. Congratulations to Alliance 5. They'll proceed through the lower bracket to round 4, match 12. But can we all please give a massive round of applause to our 6th seeded